Hi guys. Um, Today I'm rolling out in the Rover. Hashtag blessed. So I'm going to talk about the Mighty Pen. Grace and I, of course, have a book coming out. It's on Kindle, and you can get it on Amazon. The Golden Pen. I do actually have a golden pen. It's my Dryden fountain tip, black and gold. Christmas gift from Grace. I love it. And so the pen, why is that important? This is going to be some information for notaries. I'm going to kind of give you some tip on how to get those repeat title companies, how to make yourself look good. And how we do that is by attention to detail, by meeting those clients and over delivering, really being mindful of the services. So for example, the pen, this one right here I have, this is a Sharpie S-Gel pen. Now those are not cheap, but people love these pens. Okay, if you put yourself in the shoes of the end client, they're going to be signing a lot of papers, and they're going to get some writer's fatigue. And this pen, they love it. In fact, they love it so much, it's the S-Gel, they love it so much that they often ask if they can keep it. And of course I do let them keep it. Sometimes they'll say, man, I'm just going to steal this pen. And I'm like, you go ahead and have that pen. Because I want you to, you're going to remember, they're going to remember that person that was there, and let them, every time they use that pen, they let me keep it. They were nice, they were gracious people. And that is an impression you can leave on people. That's just one of the details. I mean, like we try to make this concierge service as comfortable as possible and make ourselves as likable as possible to these people, down to every detail, even right down to the pen. Yeah, I could go to the Dollar Tree and get some bundle of big pens for them, but I don't want to do that. That's not the impression I want to leave. And that kind of service you'll be remembered by, and it will be paid forward. So like, for example, I'm going to show you this SnapDocs. Now, so SnapDocs is it's a signing portal that they'll page out closing assignments to you. There's several of them out there: Signing Order, Notary Dash. There's a few of them. SnapDocs is actually one of my least favorite. It's one of the ones I most often ignore. But even with that, you can see that I had 16 appointments in the month of April, and out of those, 7 of them, it says here, went out of their way. So 3 of the title companies, went out of their way to say, to give me a thumbs up. And then 4 of the end clients went out of their way to give me a thumbs up. So they went out of their way to say, yes, this person was really good. They were really great. And that is on the portal that I use the least, that I probably ignore the most. And fully half of all of them that I did had something good to say. And that report would look the same for the month of March, and the same for February, and the same for the previous month. I like to look at those and kind of do an audit on myself. So you see that something I'm doing there works. And that now, by far, Grace and I, most of the clientele and the appointments that we get, or the vendors that we use, are title direct. And of course we teach notaries how to do that, the ways that we've acquired those contracts. So those are better, but we've done that by over delivering, by having a sense of altruism. And probably that carries over from nursing. I think most nurses in general are altruistic people. If they aren't, they probably shouldn't be a nurse. But that caring and that kind-heartedness can be related to this, and it works well in this industry, in this market. No amount of advertisements, emails, etc., can compensate for that. For example, one of the title agents that I have a good relationship with has she had a client, called the lender who hired her, and went out of his way to call the lender and say, man, this Mark and Grace, these closures you sent, they were just so great, they were awesome, they really took the time to explain everything and make us comfortable, which in turn made her look good. And she, of course, in turn is always, if it's a closing in our area, she's always going to call us. She's always going to know who to go to and use over and over again. And I have another title company, for example, that she will pay if she has a closing and our schedule's full, and I'm like, hey, I don't know, we're a little busy on this day. She will pay me double the typical closing fee for us to be there, for Grace or I to be there, as opposed to somebody that she doesn't know, a standard fee. So you see how that is. So you can implement this. You can implement these kinds of things. You can go get a fancy S-Gel pen and leave it with them. Even some notary coaches like Schnedeker, I'll give you give me my pen back and I'll give you your IDs back. And I don't operate like that. No, you can keep my pen if you really like it. And I know you're going to. It's just one of those things, and we do a lot of things like that, and we actually will teach notaries these little things like this that make you stand above, and that in turn will get you more of those high value clientele. Now, another thing, okay, so for title companies, I'm going to give title companies just a quick piece of advice too. If you're using a vendor, a third-party vendor to hire your notaries for you, it's a good idea for you to know what the end pay is for the notary, because that's going to give you an idea of the caliber of notary that you're going to get. It's going to give you some idea. It's not definitive, but I'm going to give you an example. So for example, if you have, like we'll say, a reverse closing, they're very voluminous, that's a large file. If you have a reverse closing and you're paying a vendor $300, you're going to want to know what's the end fee that is going to the notary, because if the notary is doing it for $85, you're going to have problems. You're getting no professional will take it for that at all. They wouldn't take that. That's too far below market standard. So the only one that should tell you that the only person who's going to take that closing is going to be somebody who's inexperienced, who doesn't know that this is below the market, and it's probably going to be botched. So that's just a tip for title companies to know what your end client, what your end closer is getting, what's their fee going to be, because if it's close to market standard, then a good chance that, but if you know that this vendor, this vendor that you're using to hire them, they give real low ball pay to their notaries, or they treat their notaries like crap, then it may not go well. It's not going to make you look good, for sure, not to your lenders, and you're going to value them. They're going to increase your business, and your clients are going to come back to you. So it's a tip for title company, tip for notaries to over deliver on your services. Think about every detail of your closings and where you can over deliver and serve. But that's what we do. Now we are teaching other notaries to do what we do, to be able to deliver like that through our notary coaching. And same for title companies. If you've got closings in our area, I'm going to a little plug for ourselves. If you guys Central Florida area, you reach out to us. We'd be happy to make you look good as well. That's what we will do. I could drop plenty of references on that, but that's just our philosophy when we started this business, was that we are grateful people, and we are kind-hearted people, and we want to project that on our business, on our clients who are your clients. All right, so there's your tip for the day. Over deliver. Get the nice pens, and get our book, The Golden Pen. They'll be out on June 10th, 2022. God bless, guys.